You would engage regarding the demarcation aspect. If the venue is appropriate, obviously it needs to be proclaimed through the Minister of Justice and with the assistance, obviously, of the Office of the Judge President. But I take it you would take care of that? Okay. You're in consultation with? Thank you so much. I'm mindful of the fact that this matter, and I think we all know we've sat in court this morning, and the pre-trials all dealt with matters where the injury to the victims has already happened. Here we are dealing with human trafficking and kidnapping charge of a young child, a young little girl. In the absence of any further charges or amendments by the state, we must presume that little Joslin is still alive. There is a missing persons investigation. Might I ask, what's the progress of that investigation?
My lady, the investigation is still ongoing and very much alive. All information, whatever kind or nature it is indeed followed up. All leads are followed up. Even walks on the beach still are taking place when new information is received. So this is very much an ongoing investigation.
Thank you. Now that the accused is represented, might I hear from the accused if you'll be consulting with your clients and whether your clients will be willing to provide additional information regarding the whereabouts or the potential whereabouts of this child?
My lady, I will consult with this.
Thank you.
I cannot say anything at this stage. I'm still consulting my client, obviously, and then take instructions, and that can only happen once I receive the further particulars from the state, which the state agreed to provide.
Electronically. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. I would suggest an earlier date for pre-trial. We don't take the 28th as you agreed in chambers, seeing that our clients are not present in court. If we can get an earlier pre-trial date where our clients will be present in court so that we see them and we consult with them even before we get better particulars. That would be my suggestion, my lady.
In chambers, we made some arrangements which was obviously premised on all the accused being present. We don't want to dispose of that arrangements in a flash merely by virtue of the fact that the two of the accused are not here. It would be their interest too for the matter to get some progress and for us simply not to abandon those aspects. But we have discussed the pre-trial proceeding on the 28th of February with a proviso that all interlocutory aspects be canvassed by and between you, with it being placed before me in an updated minute by no later than Tuesday the 18th of February, and that should you so wish, whether it's before then or after, that you are by all means able to engage with my registrar to ascertain a date where we could have further guidance in the form of report backs and maybe directives I can provide you with as a form of case flow. Can we stick to that?
Indeed, Madam.
Thank you. Are there any other issues that need to be raised? The accused is in custody at Paulsmoor Prison. My registrar will ensure that the remaining accused be requisitioned to be returned, to be brought here on the 28th of Feb. And of course, if they need to be, it's a pre-trial, an open pre-trial hearing, then I will make the arrangements through my registrar for them to then appear earlier.
As the court pleases. Thank you, my lady.
There's a 204 witness in this matter.
There is.
Is there any progress in investigation with the 204 witness?
My lady, I can confirm that a consultation has taken place with the 204 witness.
Thank you. it would be fair that we cannot at this stage speak about a trial date. Although I understand the state is keen and that the members of the community is keen for this matter to be finalized. However, we need to ensure that the integrity of the pre-trial processes be adhered to and protected, so that ultimately the resources spent on preparing for trial, all the necessary arrangements, resources of funds and time and workforce are not unduly wasted at all, and that any arrangements regarding a trial date be made after the finalization of it being declared trial ready. Okay. Do we agree with all of that? Advocate Sampson, you're happy with that?
I think the agreement, from what I understood from the registrar, was that once we have the book, which will be prior to the date, just in confirming what you've said already, is that with the trial date advised set or prepared already, we will have those arrangements done before the 28th.
Let's put it this way. Number one, I will engage with Judge Erasmus. The demarcation process and obtaining a walkthrough so that you can establish an appropriate forum, that can happen, and I think that should happen as soon as possible. Because you need to ensure that there's a venue, and in a venue which the community can access. That can proceed. That's not prejudiced in any way, and I will engage with Judge Erasmus about that. As regarding the next pre-trial date for the 28th, there's a proviso that interim interlocutory issues will be brought to my attention, and I will give directives regarding that, where necessary, and only in regarding to logistical aspects, not issues on merits. I will engage with Justice Erasmus, and similarly, our officers will all engage with each other to ensure that you are also satisfied with that arrangement. If by the 28th our pre-trial proceeds, and if our pre-trial will proceed on the 28th, and if all arrangements are adequately prepared, then I will declare trial ready and the trial will proceed on the 3rd. Nothing stops us at this point to establish over the next week or so whether that is a feasible date, and that's a doable date.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Thank you. I think all those aspects then covers the case flow management issues for today. The next pre-trial date is the 28th of February. Ms. Smith, you are in custody. You will be returned on that day in custody. And as for accused number 1 and 2, a remand will be prepared for them to be brought to court on the 28th of February. In the meantime, to ensure that they are detained at Paul's Mall prison facility. Thank you.
Please, my lady.
Thank you. That is my role. Court's adjourned.
All right, and there you have it. The pre-trial hearing into the disappearance of 6-year-old Joslin Smith being postponed to the 28th of February. And this is still for pre-trial hearing. Investigations, we're told, still underway. 3 people are accused in this case, but only Kelly Smith, Joslin's mother, was seen there in the dock. Vanessa Puna is part of our team inside the courtroom. We'll get you a sense of why that is. But the magistrate there clearly trying to get the ball rolling, so to speak, really setting boundaries, if you like, about how many postponements can be given here before we get to the substance of the matter.